just wake up and think, I am going to wear a corset and run around the woods and be a fair maiden and no one is gonna stop me. No? I do, sometimes. So that is what we are going to do today. I have recently acquired some different corsets. This one I think is going to be the one that I wear today. It's so beautiful. Just looking at it makes me so happy. And this is not meant to be historically accurate. This is a modern corset. And then I also have this one, which is a bit more structured and has stiffer boning. This one does have some boning, but it's not as stiff. This is really just made to look cute. I am currently saving money to buy an authentic Victorian or maybe an Edwardian corset, but I really want to buy one that is made to fit and very historically accurate, which costs a bit more money than these ones. But today I thought it would be good to just start with something simple to get my body used to wearing something like this. This one is not going to support me near as much as a historical corset, but like I said, I wanted to start with something that would just be very, very easy on my body. No one was ever meant to go from wearing nothing to a stiff-boned historical corset overnight. That would not be a safe thing to do, so that's not what we're gonna do today. If you want to try wearing a corset, take it slow, don't lace it too tight in the beginning, and just try wearing it for a couple hours at a time. I wouldn't know because I've never worn corsets before, but in a bit of my research, that is what I've learned. So if you are also interested in getting into corsets, take that and just don't overdo it in the beginning. Doing this allows your body to take the necessary time to adjust. And I do want to take a second to kind of explain and defend corsets, because I think that's really important. Corsets are often very misunderstood. Contrary to popular belief put out there by Hollywood and the media and many actresses who wear corsets in films and make them seem like the absolute worst thing they've ever worn, when they are worn the right way, when they are made for your body and they are broken in and fitted, they can be extremely comfortable. And corsets were never a symbol of female oppression. That is another very common myth. It would be like people in the future saying that bras were oppressing and that women died from wearing them because they were so uncomfortable. Like, that's just not true. Like corsets, most bras are extremely comfortable as long as you're wearing the right size for your body and also the right material, that you're getting it from a good brand. So think of corsets more like historical bras. They are made to support the bust and also the waist and the back. Especially with working women, corsets really helped to provide back support. Corsets also really helped with all of the heavy clothing that the women wore back then, and they got corsets that were fitted specifically to their body type. They spent time breaking them in. You're not supposed to just wear a corset all day the very first day that you have a new corset. Kind of think of it as like a pair of shoes. You have to break them in and then they become comfortable. And then women also wore them to help them achieve the silhouettes that were correct and accurate for the eras that they were living in. So corsets were very helpful in a lot of ways and not in the least oppressing. I think today with this one, I'm only going to lace down an inch or so. I do want it to be a bit tight, but I also want it to be comfortable. And since I've never worn a corset besides my Victorian morning routine, which when I was filming that, I was taking the corset like off and on between scenes that morning because I wasn't used to wearing it and that's what my body needed. It's so important to remember that corsets aren't dangerous, but it's also important to not push yourself into doing something that doesn't feel okay with your body and not wearing it longer or tighter than what your body is okay with. Most important thing is to listen to your body and what your body needs, so that is what I'm going to do today. If you want to learn about historical corsets and how they are made and the right ways to wear them, check out some of these amazing creators. I will link them down below. I can't emphasize enough how great of resources they are. I always learn so much after watching their videos. I am just so happy that corsets are fashionable again. I've always wanted to dress like this and I'm seeing it all over Pinterest and Instagram. It is finally my time. Now, since mine is a modern corset, I am going to style it more like this or this, rather than under the clothing like you would with historically accurate corsets. And then I just want to go throughout my day and do a lot of my regular activities and just kind of see how it goes and if anything changes because I'm wearing a corset. So let's put it on. Before we continue on, I want to take a minute to thank today's sponsor, which is Native. I was so excited that they wanted to work with me because back in October, I started using their deodorant and I've been using it ever since. I
absolutely love it. Native's new plastic-free deodorant uses the same formula as their regular deodorant, but now with much more sustainable packaging. And their team passionately worked hard on this project for nearly 2 years for their customers who have been asking for non-plastic packaging. So it's made from paperboard, and Native is committed to sourcing from responsibly managed forests, which I absolutely love that they're doing that. It's so important. The ingredients are amazing. It's aluminum free, paraben free, sulfate free, and it's also vegan and cruelty free. As for the texture, it's non-sticky, it dries really quick, and it wears great even after exercise. But my favorite part is the way it smells. I am obsessed with all of these scents. I got coconut and vanilla, which is my #1 favorite, and then lavender and rose. This one literally smells like sitting in a flower garden. And then lilac and white tea in this one. Oh my gosh. If you're gonna choose any scent, choose this one. It literally smells like a lilac. So if you'd like to try Native for yourself, there will be a link down in the description box. 3 plastic-free deodorants are normally $39, but you can use my code DARLING to get them for $29, which is 25% off. So with that, let's continue on to the rest of the video.
Okay, so I have it on now, and as you can see, it is still very much loose. I haven't tightened it yet. I'm just gonna go ahead and tighten these and see how tight I can get it while like feeling tighter than what I'm used to wearing, but also still feeling comfortable. Okay, so this is it. I didn't do it too tight. I wanted it to feel like I was cozy, but not that I couldn't breathe. And right now it just kind of feels like a warm hug. I really like it. I don't know if that's like the anxiety in me that likes having something like tied around me. Sometimes when I get anxious, Jared rolls me up in a blanket cocoon. So I like kind of feeling tucked in and cozy. So I'm really liking this so far. I can kind of bend the same way that I usually do, but I feel more like I have to like bend with my back rather than like hunch over. So let's start with doing my makeup, tidying up, making my bed, and then on to breakfast. Okay, I am finally dressed, my makeup is done, my hair is done. I didn't notice any problems with movement or breathing when I was doing my makeup. It felt just as normal as usual because I was only using my arms. But I did notice sometimes I go 30 seconds to a minute kind of holding my breath or not breathing very much, and then I've noticed that I'll take really big breaths or like big sighs, and I noticed that I can't quite breathe in as much as I usually do, which isn't really affecting me much. I just kind of noticed like, oh, I didn't breathe in as much as I usually did. I just did it. Like I take these really deep breaths, I'll talk a lot, or I sometimes hold my breath when I do my makeup and then I'll breathe. I'll take a really big breath like that, but yeah, I just noticed that I can't breathe in quite as much. We'll see how it goes throughout the rest of the day. There's nobody at the door. Go get him. Oh. No, D'Artagnan, there's nobody there. I was joking, I'm sorry, buddy. Now the plan is to tidy up my room from the night before. I usually have a lot of candles out, my headphones, sometimes clothes from the night before. So I'm just gonna tidy up and to see how that affects me and if I can do it like normal. So I'm gonna tidy up, make some breakfast, and then check back in with how I'm feeling.
decided to leave this in because this is me. Eating like a princess, eating all elegant is just not who I am.
I can't eat anymore. Usually I eat all of my toast. I still have a bit of my avocado toast left. I can usually finish all of that, and I didn't finish my kiwi or my orange, but that's probably because I had this cinnamon roll. I don't usually have a cinnamon roll at breakfast, but we had them today, so I wanted one. That's probably what took up all the space. I feel like I should still be hungry because I didn't eat as much as usual, but I'm not, and I don't know if that's just because there's no space available for any more food or what, but yeah, I didn't even drink most of my tea, which never happens.
So next, I wanted to try and see if I could read in my usual reading positions. I usually like to squish myself together in a little ball, and I knew that wasn't gonna work, so I wanted to see what would work and what wouldn't work. I started off with a very easy position. This was super simple and it felt pretty much the same as it usually would without a corset. And then I decided to lay down. And this one also was extremely comfortable. The corset didn't really affect it at all.
Okay, I don't actually read like this because this would be like exercising while I read, which I don't want to do, but I just wanted to see if I could do this position, so let's see. Actually, this is extremely comfortable because my whole body is just like flat. This is probably the most comfortable position that I've actually read in so far besides my neck. Somebody could just be here holding my head. This would be extremely comfortable actually.
Okay, this is gonna be the position that I think is not gonna work so well. I like to kind of become like a little ball and just curl up. Sometimes when I sit on this chair, and I can already feel that that is probably not gonna work. That is so tight. Let's try again. Ugh. It's like digging in right here. But it's definitely better for my posture because sitting up like this is a lot easier and I feel like I'm slightly more supported. I should try just actually sitting back on the rocking chair more often instead of just cocooning myself in a little ball. This is a yes, but kind of hunching over, that is a no.
Come on.
Did you know I was recording?
No.
At this point in the day, I was still on my Mamma Mia high from this morning, so me and Jared had a little afternoon dance session.
Oh no! My clothes are coming off!
Ready?
Ready?
Oh,
Are you flashing the camera?
no.
Okay. I just got this Amazon package in the mail and I didn't order it and it sounds like it's a book, which means it's from one of you. I don't feel like I deserve this. I know I have my Amazon wish list on my videos, but I don't actually think anybody's going to send me anything from it. I just think maybe you'll look at it and get ideas for books that you might want to get. I love it already and I don't even know what it is. Okay, I'm gonna open it. Just put this on my wish list 3 days ago. Oh my gosh, wait, Kate, who is this from? Hey Desi, thanks for all the hard work you put into your videos to make them beautiful and fun. They cheer me up and I love your vibes. From Anne Shepherd. And this book just came out last week. It's Agatha Christie's Poirot, The Greatest Detective in the World by Mark Aldridge. And yeah, I can't talk. Poirot is my favorite detective. I love Agatha Christie and I've been wanting to read this ever since I heard about it. Thank you so much. I just want to hug it and now go lay it on my bed so it can just be displayed in the bedroom. Oh my goodness. It goes into every single book and how he was
what he did in every single book, and like he has all these like vintage covers. Oh my god, I'm gonna take your note and I'm going to tape it in the front so that every time I pick up the book I will remember who it was from. I am so excited to try this. I found the recipe on YouTube, but I've also seen it on TikTok. I think it's gonna be really, really refreshing and delicious. I love fizzy drinks, so I wanted to try this, and I also wanted to see how it would do with wearing a corset, if I would be able to drink as much as usual. So cheers, friends. Let's try it. It's like drinking a fizzy white grape. I'm obsessed. I need to make this all the time. No, I need to make this with peaches. I'll leave the YouTube video for the recipe that I found down below. You guys have got to try this. You know, I was on TikTok the other day and I saw this video. I think it was by the Sage Soul. I might be wrong. I will link her down below or put her on the screen. Her videos are amazing, and she was saying, go through life looking for evidence that affirm what we believe. So if you believe that nothing good ever happens to you, that your life is never gonna change, then you go through life trying to find evidence and proof that that is true. And it might not be that only bad things happen, but your brain bypasses the positive experiences because it's searching for evidence to affirm what it already believes. So if we can change our perspective, instead of just thinking, oh, I'm unlucky, nothing good ever happens to me, to something actually might happen. I might actually get that job. I might actually get to achieve this dream. Good things can happen to me. And then your brain starts to search for the positive and the good things that happen to you instead of the negative, and your life starts to improve and get so much better. Obviously, changing your perspective isn't going to necessarily change your entire life and your circumstances. We go through ups and downs, but I'm just saying the power of your perspective, it really can change so much. And I'm actually guilty of that. There have been times in my life when I've thought, you know, this just isn't a good time. I just need to get to the next chapter of my life. Versus things aren't necessarily the way I want them to be right now, but what if they were? I'm pretty sure I would start to notice more of the good things rather than
the things that affirm the belief that things just aren't so good right now. You know what I mean? Anyway, I just thought I would share that because I thought it was awesome and such a good reminder. As for the drink, I have been able to drink most of it so far. And I'm not feeling it yet, but I don't know if the fizziness has really processed. We'll see how I feel a little bit later. I almost breathed that in. All right, it is 9 p.m. now, and I'm finally going to take the corset off. It has been a good day, a long day, and it kind of feels like the longer the day got and went on, the more I noticed the corset being here. In the beginning, it was kind of fun, and then towards the end of the day, it's not that it was too tight or uncomfortable at all. I just wanted the freedom to move around more. I didn't want to be restricted in my movement, so that's my only thing. But in terms of being comfortable, it's been fine, because this, like I said, is just a modern cute corset. It's not really meant to be that constricting, but I had so much fun. So I'm gonna go take this off and then I'll see you in a second. All right, I am in my sweats now. I'm so cozy. No one ever told you that when you took off a corset, you feel bigger, like you take up more space. I was like, oh, this is how my body feels. So yeah, that was weird. But yeah, I want to film this video again once I get a corset that's fitted for me, maybe an Edwardian one, I'm thinking. So I think I'm just gonna have kind of a relaxing evening now. I have my white cheddar Cheeto Puffs and my Olipop. It's the strawberry vanilla flavor, which is so good. And I'm gonna watch Mamma Mia, the first one or the second one, I can't decide. They're both so good, but they're so comforting and happy, and I've been singing the songs all day, so I decided tonight I'm gonna watch one of them. I hope you can remember to show yourself love and to prioritize self-care, and remember that if you aren't in a good mental state and if you aren't doing well, then it's hard for you to help others. So take care of yourself, and I'll see you in my next video.
You sound like you're having fun already. Oh, yeah. I used to have fun. Oh, we know.